Sword fighting refers to the type of gameplay incorporating combat element. The term sword fighting was used to describe the playstyle mostly in role-playing games. In action and arcade-style video games, the term has different usage, revolving around real-time combat with hand-to-hand weapons as opposed to fists or guns. In sword fighting games, the player equips with a mighty sword and maybe a shield, and the player can use the sword to attack enemies to kill and use the shield to defend himself from the enemy attack. Most of the games are played from the third-person perspective, while some of the games can be played from the first-person perspective. These games use the quest-based system, in which the player needs save his land from enemies by defeating them. Dungeon crawling is also the essential element in the sword fighting games, where the player defeats the monsters to earn points. Sword fighting terms refer to weapon-based, action, and beat-em-up video games. Before of that, don't forget to subscribe our channel, then click the notification bell to updates the next video, and comment down below if you want a game should be included in top 10 list. Hi Cody fam, here are best sword fighting games for Android, please watch and enjoy. Blood and Glory 2. Legend is an amazingly immersive and quite addictive free-to-play action fighting RPG and hack-and-slash video game. This amazing sequel to the popular Blood and Glory provides you with a chance to be a living legend who goes against the cruel emperor. Your task is to follow the story of the game and go against the evil emperor who tends to rule over the world. You must customize your character, equip yourself with sharp-edged weapons, and go hunting down the enemies, bosses, etc. You must defeat all the enemies in order to reach down to the emperor, kill him after a series of bloody battles, and save the world from an eternal darkness that will leave no corner untouched. With an intense story and gameplay, brilliant visuals, and all the wonderful things combined, Legend is one of the most popular and great alternative to Dungeon Hunter. Final Fantasy VIKINGSI is a 1997 role-playing video game developed by Square and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. The game supports single-player mode only and takes place in the fantasy-based world. It is the 7th marvelous entry in the series of Final Fantasy. The plot centers on the protagonist, named as Cloud Strife, a mercenary who recently joins an organization to fend off the megacorporation, using the natural resources as an energy source. The organization sends the protagonist and his allies on an epic adventure in Sephiroth's pursuit, a powerful antagonist who decided to destroy his planet. During the exploration, the protagonist needs to build a close relationship with his companions, including a member named as Aerith Gainsborough, who has a secret to save the world. The game takes place in an open environment and arms the character with the sword that he can use to take down the enemies. Final Fantasy VIKINGSI offers prominent features such as various achievements, cloud saves, character boosters, customization, and more. Try it out and you'll enjoy it. Ghost Rider is an action hack-and-slash and single-player video game produced by Climax Group and published by 2K Games. The game takes place in the breathtaking world based on the movie of the same name. The storyline focuses on the movie and allows the player assume the role of the protagonist, named as Ghost Rider, who can explore the environment either by hell cycle or on foot. The game introduces the similar villains to the movie such as Deathwatch, Scarecrow, Vengeance, Lilith, and more. According to the story, Mephisto asks Vengeance to bring the protagonist to him, pursues him on his cycle, and opens a portal to hell. After that, Johnny turns into the Rider and reaches to the Hell's Gate. Mephisto occurs and fends off him from escaping. The player can explore the world from a third-person perspective, and his primary task is to eliminate foes using his power or weapons. As the game progresses, it becomes challenging. With prominent features, addictive mechanics, and brilliant graphics, Ghost Rider is the best game to play and enjoy. Wild Blood is an action-adventure, hack-and-slash, single and multiplayer video game developed and published by Gameloft. In the plot, the player controls the protagonist named as Sir Lancelot, who must struggle to defeat evil to restore the peace in the kingdom. According to the story, the Mad King Arthur has gifted his kingdom to his evil sister to punish his former friend and his wife. The antagonist opens a portal to hell and invites the beats to serve as her minions to threaten the environment and capture innocents in the magical island of Avalon. You assume the role of the protagonist, and your primary objective is to kill numerous enemies and move on to the next level. The game will increases the level difficulty as you progress through the match. Explore the island from a third-person perspective and use your mighty swords to save people, kill beats and react the end of the level. During navigation, you will receive XP points and power-ups for kill enemy and can use them to upgrade your weapons, sword, axe, and your combo moves. Wild Blood includes core features such as 10 breathtaking levels. Become the warrior. 20 different enemies. 3D graphics and more. Try it out and you'll enjoy it. Vikings: War of Clans is a free-to-play action-adventure MMORPG and combat video game created and published by Plarium LLC. The game takes place in the massive ruthless world of Vikings, where the player can lead the team of brave warriors into the battle and conquer the world. The game allows the player to create magnificent palaces, takes campaigns, grow his team, and prove his might against the other online player from all over the world. The gameplay of the game consists of several levels, and each level of the game offers different and challenging gameplay. The game includes core features such as huge range of warriors, thrilling battles, different weapons, crafting option, different modes and much more. With superb game controls and setting, content-rich story plot, beautiful visuals and fantastic game mechanics, Vikings: War of Clans is one of the best game to play and enjoy. Middle-earth: Shadow of War is an action role-playing, third-person perspective, single-player and multiplayer video game developed by Monolith Productions. The game serves as the sequel to Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, released in 2014. The game starts the previous title's narrative based on J.R.R. Tolkien's Legendarium and takes place after the events of The Lord of the Ring and The Hobbit. The game starts with the story of Talion and the elf lord's spirit named as Celebrimbor, who shares the body of the protagonist as they battle against Sauron. It offers open-world environment played from a third-person view and casts you in the role of the protagonist, who has unique natural athletic and combat skills offered by the elf lord's spirits. There are a variety of missions, and each mission contains a set of quests that you must complete at any cost using your parkour, stealth and combat abilities. The game features the hack-and-slash elements and lets you cut your foes into several pieces using your unique abilities and earn points. Middle-earth: Shadow of War brings prominent features, highly detailed environment, advanced master, and more. Try it out. 300. Seize Your Glory, developed by Warner Bros. International Enterprises, is an action, hack-and-slash, and single-player video game for Android and iOS. 300. Rise of an Empire movie inspires the game. The game takes place in the historical period, where you have to assist the Greek general Themistocles to fend off the invading forces controlled by Artemisia, a brutal commander of the Persian navy. Most of the game part takes place in the sea environment, and your primary objective is to fight against enemies from a third-person perspective, use bow and sword to take down them and earn experience. There are a series of levels that you have to complete at any cost to progress through the game. To get into the world, you have to select your character, choose the battle and start fighting against enemies. Lead your team through the battlefield and struggle to take down Persian forces. Your character equips with a shield and sword that can be used against enemies. 300. Seize Your Glory offers prominent features such as combos system, melee combat, third-person, skill-based gameplay, and more. Try it out and you'll enjoy it. Dungeon Hunter 5 is brilliant action RPG plus hack-and-slash game by Gameloft Montreal. It belongs to Dungeon Hunter series. There are 3 different classes in the game for you to select and play accordingly with their different strength and abilities for the combats against the enemies. Warrior, Rogue, and Mage are the names of these classes. These classes have different abilities and skills for you to enjoy their gameplay in different classes of the game. This game offers you some trial modes in which you can test your abilities and skills so that you can change or improve your skills accordingly to defeat the enemy with better skills. Dungeon Hunter 5 is a fantastic action and RPG video game to play and enjoy. Do give it a try. Star Wars: Galaxy of Heroes is an exciting collectible role-playing video game for mobile platforms such as Android and iOS by EA Capital Games and published by Electronics. The game lets the player gather the familiar characters from the universe of Star Wars, build a team with them, and control them to battle against foes in turn-based combat. There are several methods to gather characters, such as some of them are available to collect quickly. Some are gained by playing the game, and other characters can be unlocked using points. Real-time battles in the game split into 4 rounds, and the player will win the match with the highest speed. Each team comprises up to 5 avatars which battle until retreated and defeated. The player's team equipped with different weapons that he can use against opposing team and beat them to unlock achievements. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes includes core features such as create a team, powerful champions, epic ship battles, leaderboards and more. It is the exciting game with lots of cool stuff. Dynasty Warriors Unleashed is an action role-playing, hack-and-slash, single-player and multiplayer video game developed and published by Nexon Company for mobile devices such as Android and iOS. The game takes place in the historical time and introduces more than 40 legendary heroes with unique abilities, play style, and personality. It mixes the survival and strategy elements and the player needs to select his character from available and jump into the world full of enemies. The ultimate task of the player is to explore the land from a third-person perspective, use his weapons to kill hordes of enemies, and crush them to win amazing rewards and points. Build your team of armies and participate in battle to fulfill the requirements of your ancestors. During the gameplay, you can establish a powerful team to conquer the battlefields. It offers the 50 legendary characters from the Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors Unleashed includes prominent features such as action-packed battles, Unite the 3 Kingdoms, 50 characters, PvP mode, and more. Try it out, and you'll love it.